Hello and welcome to this episode of Creating with Halcraft. My name is Denise Yesbach-Moore with halcraftcollection.com. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create my mystical moon earrings. So these are what the earrings look like. We're going to be doing a wire wrapped technique. The tools and supplies you will need to create these earrings are wire cutters, round nose pliers, chain nose pliers, a faceted yellow dyed chalcedony teardrop, faceted moonstone luster cubes, 8mm, an ear wire, and we will be using 24 gauge wire. A complete list of the jewelry making supplies and beads along with printable PDF instructions can be found on halcraftcollection.com. Search Mystical Moon Earrings. We are going to start off by cutting 2.5 inches of 24 gauge wire, and we are going to create a wrapped loop. So we're going to move down right about here. We're going to bend the wire back, move the pliers up, bend the wire towards you, move the pliers to the side, bend the wire back, and now we're going to switch hands, and we are going to wrap 1, 2, 3. We're going to remove it, trim off that little end. I like to flatten my loop, and then we're going to tap the wire down. Now we're going to grab one of our faceted moonstone luster cubes. We're going to string that down. We're going to grab our round nose pliers, move it right there. We're going to form a wrapped loop. We're going to bend the wire back, move the pliers up, bend the wire towards you, move the pliers to the side, bend the wire back, and we're going to switch hands, and we are going to wrap 1, 2, 3. We're going to remove the bead, trim that little end, and we are flattening our loop and tapping down the wire. Once again, we cut a 2.5 inch length of 24 gauge wire, and now we're going to make a partial wrapped loop. So we're going to bend the wire back, move the pliers up, bend the wire towards you, move the pliers to the side, bend the wire back, and we are going to remove it, and we attached it, and we're going to switch hands, and we are going to wrap 1, 2, 3. We're going to remove that. We're going to come back in, trim off that little end. We're just going to gently tap that wire down and straighten out our loop. Now we are going to string our faceted moonstone luster 8mm cube, and we're going to form a wrapped loop. I'm setting the pliers this way so that the loops line up, and we're going to bend the wire back, move the pliers up, bend the wire towards you, move the pliers to the side, bend the wire back, and we're going to switch hands, and we are going to wrap 1, 2, And this will be number 3. We're going to remove it. We're going to trim off that little end, flatten our loop, and we are going to tap that wire down. We are now going to create our little teardrop loop. This is 3 inches of wire, and we're going to grab our teardrop, and we're going to come over here, and we're going to string it right about to the center. We're going to bend the wire one way, making sure that wire is nice and tight. Bend it the other way. Now we're going to come back in with our round nose pliers, finding the center, and we're just going to bend that wire up. Now I'm going to grab these 2 center wires, and I'm going to switch hands, and I'm going to wrap 1, 2, 3. Going to remove it. I'm going to trim off that long end, and I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to gently tap the wires down. Now we're going to form a partial wrapped loop. We're going to place our round nose pliers right about there. We're going to bend the wire back, move the pliers up, bend the wire towards you, move the pliers to the side, bend the wire back, and we're going to remove it, and we're going to attach it to our previous loop, and we're grabbing it with our round nose pliers, switching hands, and we are going to wrap 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to come back in with my wire cutters, and we're going to trim off that wire, and then we're going to come in and we're going to gently tap the wires down and make sure our loop is nice and straight. Our last step is to attach our ear wire. This is how you open and close an ear wire. So we're going to open it, and we are going to attach it and close the loop. And there you have it, how to create my mystical moon earrings. If you are watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe at Howcraft USA. Follow us on Instagram at Howcraft Collection Beads. Be sure to visit howcraftcollection.com for more inspirational DIY projects and for all your jewelry making needs. New beads are added weekly, and each week on howcraftcollection.com, we feature an amazing new sale. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.